Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Geotechnical Engineering Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Green. We have a very exciting topic that we're going to discuss today. We're going to be looking at how is it possible to network and participate in professional development activities while still managing your team. Now, you might be wondering, how is it possible to juggle all these responsibilities and still succeed as a geotechnical engineer? Well, this is what we're going to explore today. Fear not. I'm here to share some valuable insights and practical tips from a geotechnical engineer's perspective. And with that, let's jump right into today's episode. All right, let's kick things off. To delve deeper into the importance of continuous professional development for both professional and team growth as a geotechnical engineer, we have to consider the fact that this field of geotechnical engineering is constantly evolving. We have new technologies, we have research findings and industry practices that are continuing to emerge. So if you want to stay at the forefront of the field and provide the best solutions for your projects, it's going to be crucial to invest in continuous learning and continuous development. So one of the ways to do this is to attend seminars. You could attend workshops, you could attend conferences, and these could be held remotely, sometimes hybrid, where it's remote and in person, or just in person. And by attending and by being an active participant, or by contributing, by being somebody on a dais or an actual speaker, you could gain exposure to cutting edge research, innovative technologies, and industry trends. Now, this knowledge that you gain, it empowers you to apply the most effective and efficient methods to your projects. And this will ensure optimal outcomes for your clients, your stakeholders, and the people on your team within your organization. And not only does continuous professional development benefit you as an individual geotechnical engineer, but it also contributes to the growth and the success of your team. When you bring new knowledge and skills to the table, you can enhance the collective capabilities of your team. And then also by sharing insights and best practices acquired through these professional development activities, you can foster a collaborative learning environment where team members can learn from one another and can collectively elevate their performance. Oftentimes, when somebody returns from a conference, they'll talk with their team about some of the things they learned, some of the people that they met, and opportunities for following up after the conference is done or after the workshop is done. Now, you may ask me, well, how do you network and build professional relationships while managing your team as a geotechnical engineer? Good question. Thank you for asking. Well, I would say that managing your team effectively while pursuing your own professional development requires strategic delegation and empowering strategies, or empowerment strategies, I should say. So one approach is to delegate tasks based on the individual strengths and expertise within your team. Now, not everybody's good at the same thing. Some people have strengths, some people have weaknesses. It's going to be on you. Don't wait till the day before the conference, but it's going to be on you to do an assessment and see what are the strengths of people on your team. And if you better understand what the strengths are of people on your team, you look at the potential tasks that could come up while you're out. And you assign these responsibilities that align with each team member's skills and interests. And by doing so, you don't just optimize the task execution, but you can also foster a sense of ownership and professional and personal growth among your team members. I think about my personal development, professional development, I can say, and personal development. A lot of my kind of engineering kind of confidence came from the time when my supervisor was out of town, right? When a supervisor was taking care of something and I had to kind of fill in, then I knew I had to, take ownership of what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And of course, you do that when your supervisor is present, or project manager is present as well. But when they're away at a conference, it's like you have even more responsibility. Trust plays a vital role in empowering your team. So if you trust your team members to handle their assigned responsibilities, then you can provide them with the necessary guidance and support when appropriate. So this will demonstrate that you have confidence in their abilities. You're also encouraging autonomy, and you're also promoting a sense of accountability. As you empower your team members, they then become more likely to take initiative. They contribute to innovative ideas and develop their own skills. And all of these have the additional benefit of having an overall increase in productivity and effectiveness of your team. Now, one of the things that has to happen in order for this to be successful is you have to have effective communication. Effective communication is pivotal in maintaining team cohesion while managing your team and pursuing professional development. Clear and transparent communication is essential to ensure that everyone understands their roles, their responsibilities, and also the project expectations. Now, when you're attending these conferences or workshops or seminars or professional development in general, whatever these events are, you want to make sure you're clearly communicating your schedule and the purpose of your absence to the team. Let them know why you're not in the office. Let them know why you're not going to be available, and discuss any tasks or responsibilities that need to be addressed in your absence. Now, there may be some things that regardless of, what you're working on, you need to know about while you're out, and just make sure they know how to contact you. Sometimes somebody will say, you can send me an email, but if it's an emergency, call me or text me. Or if you call, hang up and call again, that means SOS, like stop what you're doing, pick up the phone, right? And you want to make sure that you're establishing channels for team members to seek guidance or support as needed, because oftentimes you can plan for the expected, but it's the unexpected that really catches us off guard sometimes. So when something does come up when you're out, and they need to know, your team members need to know, if you're not available, well, who in the office can they reach out to, or who within your organization can they reach out to? You want to make sure that they're aware of what decisions they're allowed to make without you being present, because you've checked in prior. Some people would say that, for this project, they've been working on it for the last 2 years. So what I would say in this case, but it could be a new project where you're saying, what, I need to know everything about what's happening before a decision's made. So that's something to just kind of talk about as you're talking about the effective communication prior to going away. You want to make sure that you're establishing regular check-ins or virtual meetings. Post-COVID, virtual meetings are something that are common fare now. So you want to have these with your team while you're away, so you can help to address any questions, concerns, or progress updates. Now, somebody may say, wait, why are you checking in with the team if you're supposed to be focusing on professional development? Now, when you have your conference, oftentimes you have a schedule or an agenda, and you know what you're responsible for, what you need to attend, what type of breaks may be present or downtime may be present. And some of this is for you, but some of it's also to check in with your team. So by establishing these touch points, you can keep the lines of communication open, and you can ensure that the team stays aligned and focused on common goals. It's also valuable to encourage open dialogue within your team. So therefore, you're creating an environment where the team members feel comfortable sharing their ideas, again, sharing their concerns, again, and their suggestions for improvement. So you can see that by establishing this methodology for regular check-ins and virtual meetings, you can actually end up fostering a culture of open communication. Hopefully you've reinforced this, but you can establish it and then eventually reinforce it. And you also promote collaboration, innovation, and continuous improvement within your team. You may hear me say this a few times, because I really feel strongly that it's during these times where you're not there all the time that you're able to really strengthen your team and pour into the gifts and the talents and the passions that they have, so that the team is stronger. Another thing you want to focus in on is creating a supportive environment. This is an environment that encourages professional growth, and this is essentially vital for geotechnical engineers and their teams. As a leader, you can foster a culture of learning and development by encouraging team members to pursue their own professional development activities. This can include attending specialized workshops or training sessions, obtaining certifications and licenses, or engaging in research collaborations with universities or colleges that are nearby or far from your place of employment. Now, you want to provide team members with resources such as access to industry publications, technical databases, software, professional networks, and all these types of things to kind of broaden their mindset and also facilitate their growth in learning. Not important for just you as a leader of the group to have professional development, but this is something that you want to make sure that others in your group, you're encouraging them to participate in and also lead. In addition to individual professional growth, Creating a supportive environment that encourages team members to pursue their own professional development is equally important. So encouraging knowledge sharing and collaboration within the team, facilitating discussions where team members can share their insights, lessons learned, and best practices, and their professional development activities. This not only enhances the collective knowledge of the team, but also, again, fosters a culture of continuous learning and improvement. So as a geotechnical engineer, you have the opportunity to provide resources and training opportunities that support their professional growth. And it's worth considering the potential benefits of collaborative professional development activities for your team. So all of this hopefully is providing a framework that you can consider as a geotechnical engineer, as a geotechnical leader. And it's essential that you lead by example. So when you demonstrate your own commitment to continuous professional development by actively engaging in learning opportunities, pursuing certifications, or participating in industry associations, you're showing this dedication to growth. And hopefully this inspires and motivates the team members to do the same. So would love to hear your feedback or comments. We'll be sharing this on social media. And if you want to share what has worked for you, we encourage you to do that. And we'll keep the conversation going. So with that, thank you so much. And you know how to reach me if you have questions or concerns or other topics you'd want us to explore. So sign up for that conference, send that abstract, participate, and make sure that you circle back with your team so that things still go forward regarding your projects and responsibilities, even though you're absent from your office. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. We would love to hear your feedback, comments, and/or questions. Please feel free to go to geotechnicalengineeringpodcast.com, where you'll find a summary of the key points discussed in today's episode, that being episode 79, as well as links to any of the resources, websites, or books mentioned during this episode. Until next time, we wish you the very best in all of your geotechnical engineering endeavors. Peace.